Hey guys, what's up? Luke91 here with Flip Flop and Westpan.
Hey.
Hello.
And we're going to be showing you guys off the new Guaranteed Warfare server. It is very strongly based on the old Infamy Modern Warfare server that people love so much. So for those of you who've been looking for the replacement for it, here you go. But anyways, we have separated from the old developer back then, and I do believe that was a good decision due to the fact that I think the server is in a much better state than it would have been if he was here. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started by let's talk about some of the mods first of all. Like some of the mods are the same, like mechanism and thermal expansion, as well as flans. What else am I missing?
Ender storage.
ICBM.
ICBM.
Well, Ender storage is newer, but
yeah,
still,
but it was in the later version
still.
still. And power armor is also here. They've been slightly debuffed. Same with secret items. Buildcraft's here as well. So basically all the same same machinery mods are here. All of that kind of stuff is about the same, but there is a couple new mods that we're going to be talking about later on that are just absolutely incredible. Namely MC Heli. It adds in tons of different planes, and it just adds a whole new aspect to Modern Warfare, in my opinion. What do you guys think?
I completely agree.
Yeah, they're also not as glitchy as flans.
Yeah, they're much better models than flans, as well as you can actually have more than one person in a plane without it bugging out like crazy. But anyways, guys, let's start off by telling you guys a little bit of the banned items, so we can be clear about in the rules right up front. Wes, you want to cover that?
Yeah, so these are the banned items. They're pretty much kind of the most for these mods. There's nothing really that special. Just do glitches, and then the reasons are right here if you actually want to find out why it's banned. And then the rules are pretty simple. They're basically like any other server. Just show all respect, no advertising. Staff are also allowed to play as players, so don't try to accuse staff of
Someone doesn't know how to spell aloud the right way, but we'll fix that after this.
Wow. Yeah,
It was crossed.
No hacking, no duping or exploits, and then don't spawn, shoot, or kill noobs.
But if you click over here, you can see that staff are allowed in the correct way to spell it by me. I'm just kidding. To play. So staff are allowed to play as players, but one way you're going to be able to regulate that a lot better is because people felt like staff abused in the past. So there's very few staff that I've chosen to allow to be able to force teleport or see into inventories or anything that you guys would suspect of cheating. So I'm going to go ahead and cover real quickly, and by clicking on this, what they can do. There's only two staff ranks right now, moderator and administrator. Moderators can kick, ban, and unban jail players, but all that stuff is blatantly obvious when it happens. You're going to see it. It's going to pop up for everybody. Same with, they can also monitor private messages and mute people. Still, everybody knows. They can check others' balances, broadcast messages, God and fly mode, and receive help-off messages. They cannot force TP, cannot force home, can't use any world edit, cannot feed or heal themselves, and they cannot see into others' inventories. So you don't need to, if you ever suspect any of those things, there's just nothing. I mean, it's impossible. They can't do it. Moderators cannot, at least. And God and fly mode, people are gonna be like, oh, he's in God mode. Oh, this. But guess what? If you're in God mode, you literally don't register damage. If you're not in when you're not in God mode, you can see yourselves getting hit at least. You can't even see them getting hit if they are in God mode. But anyways, we're gonna want to show you guys off the shop next.
Yep. So if you've got your basic items in here, you got a 2-to-1 buy sell ratio. So the economy doesn't get too crazy right off the bat like it has in the past. Nothing too special.
Yeah, there's nothing too special here.
All your basic items.
Yeah, it's just your basic items to try to keep from. We don't sell everything, so there is certain items that are rare and you have to work for, and then people can actually trade. I believe we're gonna use a plugin for that, right, Flip?
Yeah, some market listings. It's not market listing. I don't remember exactly.
Global
what it's
markets,
called.
I believe.
Global markets, that's what it is, and you could put from anywhere in the world. You can put stuff on the market. It's like an auction type thing, and anyone could buy it. It's good.
So yeah, that's what you want to use if you want to like to sell certain things like steel maybe, or some of those specialty items, or even factories at that. But that's definitely your specialty stuff right there. Anyways, let's go ahead and go to the gallery really quickly. And the gallery is where we're going to show off all the planes from MC Heli. Whoop. So as you can see, well, you can't really tell yet, but this building is absolutely massive because there's just a huge amount of planes as well as helicopters in this entire building. And we're going through and we're defining each one by the names, what it has, one seat plane, propeller, passenger, its weaponry, and prices. Currently, we don't have every plane priced because I don't want to set the prices too low on accident for when people start out the game. I don't want the people getting like 2 AC-130s. That should be a really ridiculously hard to get in game item. But anyways, let's check out a couple of these planes. Like the Zero, the World War II Zero is probably going to be one of your first fighter planes. I'm not going to go through each one because it would take me absolutely forever. But your first fighter plane is probably the Zero. It's got a couple machine guns, as well as it's decently priced, but it's not the quickest plane, it's not the toughest plane, and it definitely is not the most powerful plane. But that's definitely one of your better planes for moving around. It's a one-seater though, so you can't really have your buddies in there. But anyways, this is your best civilian plane, in my opinion. It's the Mach-E MC-72. It set a world record back in. I'm not really exactly sure when it was. I think it was the 70s or 80s, and it was amazing at the time. It could go like It's the fastest propeller plane, not jet, but propeller. And it could go like 432 miles an hour. I don't think it goes quite that fast in Minecraft, but it can go very, very quickly. So it's a really good passenger plane just for people, and it's much cheaper than the Zero because it does not have any guns. Anyways, we'll continue moving on. I'll just let you kind of glance at the planes. You can see some modern planes. You see you can see some Harriers, anywhere from Japanese World War II planes to British Harriers. It's pretty insane diversity, but the planes are very, very well done in my opinion. There's a couple texture glitches. Not really sure what's going on with that, but we're going to work on that soon. It doesn't affect the performance of the planes, just looks kind of odd.
Yeah, so there's like, I think there's 4 or 5 floors on this place altogether, and as you move up, you got planes, helicopters, and upstairs you got your big planes and turrets that we're gonna let you guys buy.
Yeah, but these helicopters, I really enjoy the helicopters in this because the helicopters, in my opinion, are the best done. The planes are slightly glitchy because like they go faster than you can really render, and they go. I mean, it's a Minecraft problem. It's not the mod maker's problem at all. But they go a little bit faster than you can kind of render. So it doesn't make them nearly as effective as they could be. But yeah, they're still very good. Trust me, you're going to want them. This is one of my favorite helicopters. The pilot I don't even think can shoot in this one, but it's got 4 gunners. It's just insane amount of. It'd be perfect for like hovering outside of PvP, and doing stuff like that. It'd be just perfect for that. By the way, there's glass here. You cannot travel through these and try to get in there. But it's got some recognizable helicopters too, like the Apache. Yep, this is Apache right here. It's got an insane amount of guns. That's gonna be a very expensive one.
Upstairs we got some more planes, and my personal favorite over here, the jet, the Tomcat.
It does look pretty sick.
I love the way it looks. Yeah.
It looks very sick. Yeah, definitely. But anyways, you got some of your much larger aircraft up here. You got your Raptors. You got your giant Japanese torpedo bombers. That one's in my opinion, is the coolest World War II plane. You got 3 back gunners and a passenger who can fire. I believe he fires bombs, and then the driver launches torpedoes and has his own machine gun as well.
I believe this UN-2 is the civilian plane.
US-2, I believe so.
US-2.
And then there's the Osprey right here.
Yeah,
Osprey's a real cool plane. You can open the hatch in the back. It's real cool. It doesn't really do much. You can get out either way, but it's just a cool model. And then you got your then you got your your Super Fortress. United States Air Force Super Fortress. It's ridiculously good model. Very well done plane. One of my favorites.
Gonna be probably the most expensive one that we have.
Probably.
Because it's got so many guns and it's so awesome.
It's got bombs and bombs and bombs and bombs and bombs and bombs and bombs. Just a ridiculous amount of firepower in those things. Just the firepower, it just amazes me oftentimes, like how much damage it can do. And then we got up here, we got our gigantic jet airliners. This thing's absolutely massive. You can hold, I believe, about 20 to 30 people in it. It's just, I mean, you can hold half the server in one plane. That's, I mean, not half, but like a third of the server in one plane. That's a lot of people. And then you got your AC-130, which I am not that big of a fan of. Texture, in my opinion, is not very well done. The guns and weaponry are pretty good, but it's just... What's your guys' opinion?
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
not.
The
It looks like
front's
it's
a
not
little weird.
Yeah, it looks like it's not done yet.
It does
It's
look
not
like
as-
it's not done. Yeah.
And I don't think like any like this gun doesn't look like it's actually no, kind of does. But some of the planes just don't look like they're finished textured.
They still look very nice. Most of them do though. But then you got your cannons here. You got your anti-air cannons, your torpedo cannons. The torpedoes are really cool because they unless they shoot into the water, they barely go anywhere. But if you shoot it and it goes straight into the water, that thing will travel like 100 miles an hour. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then you got your huge cannons, 15.5 centimeter cannons. We took out the 46 centimeter cannon because that thing was just absolutely huge. It took up like over this whole
that
room.
Thing takes up like this more than this whole empty space here in the middle.
It's just
Really,
absolutely
really huge.
ridiculous space. Then you got your torpedo, your big ass torpedo ones. And then your 12.7 centimeter AA cannon. That thing can do some damage.
Yeah.
So can this 25 millimeter cannon. Oh man, it'll take down an aircraft in a hurry. If you see an aircraft, you better turn your ass around before this thing gets a hold of you.
Exactly.
And then you got your buffers, 20 millimeter. It's alright. It's pretty good. But anyways, all of these planes are gonna have special prices. Each one of them's unique. Each one of them's different. So it's difficult to price them. But we're definitely getting on that, and it's going very well. But anyways, let's go ahead and tell you guys about the how the actual world's gonna work. Because this is actually a different world, so that you cannot blow up stuff using MC Heli. MC Heli does do block damage. So these planes, these bombs, they will blow up the ground. They don't just like hit the ground and do no damage. They actually do a lot of damage to the ground. So ICBM and MC Heli are going to be good rivals as far as taking down bases. But anyways, we got a couple more bases to cover here. We got a random TP and the PvP arena. I'm going to go ahead and explain the PvP arena first. So if you do /PvP, it gives you a 5-second warm-up. And you teleport here. But once you're here, you cannot, there's a region around this little bedrock space. By the way, it is nukeable. This entire space is able to be hit by nukes. Like people can launch nukes at PvP. People can fly over with planes and bomb the hell. You are invincible in this region, but if something hits you hard enough, quick enough, like a nuke, I wouldn't count on it. I mean, I wouldn't count on just taking a nuke standing here. So if you see a nuke, run or teleport, just whichever one you think you have most time to do. Let's go ahead and kill these guys. Anyways, how this PvP is going to work is like once you're out, you cannot get back in. Even if you come over here, like it has a region, not for me because I'm the owner, but like it'll get you stuck and you will not be able to get back in. So you're gonna have to either run away and teleport somewhere else, which will have a 3 to 4 second cooldown, or I mean warm up, or you're gonna have to just keep running. That's your only two choices actually. So it makes it to where you cannot PvP TP, you can't just run in, run out, shoot, do stupid stuff like that. If you're out, you're out. If you're in, you're in. That's it. There's also a jungle. For those of you watching this video, you might want to go ahead and hit this before anyone else can, if no one has already. But But anyways, the last aspect of the server that I was really impressed with myself for with this one is I use my command to create a teleporting sequence that will get you randomly anywhere in the entire map within a 10,000 block radius. So essentially there's 100,000 blocks you could be teleported to. Not 100,000.
Oh, no.
It's just a ridiculous amount of blocks you could be teleported. That's more like, I don't even know. It's a ridiculous amount. 100 million? I don't know. It's just a really high number of blocks you could be teleported to.
Yeah, it is 100 million.
100 million, thought so. But it's just a lot of blocks you could just... A lot of random location, basically. So anyways, what you're going to do is run over and click this sign. I cannot do it because I've already done it once. But something I can do is a override. You guys cannot, believe it or not. And it'll automatically give you kit starter, which I have to do real quick. And it will not teleport you into the ground. I did fix that. Don't worry about that. But it'll spawn you somewhere completely random. So see, my coordinates right now are 462, negative 445. Which is actually strikingly near to the PvP arena, which is as close to 0-0 as possible. We made it 0-0 just so people would... It's just the focal point, the center of the map. But anyways, this system of teleporting randomly will and this like survival kit it gives you will definitely help disperse players, cut down a little bit on the rating. Well, not cut down on the rating, but make it more difficult. I'm thinking one really good rating technique will be to tag people while they're at PvP. Because if you think about it, the only way they can get out of a fight once they leave the arena is by teleporting home. Or trying to teleport to spawn. Most people aren't going to think to teleport to spawn. Most people are going to try to teleport home. That's going to be your best bet at getting a tracker on them and rating them, in my opinion. But of course, everyone's going to have their own method and plan and etc. But it gives you the starter kit does help you out a lot. It gives you a USP, some armor, chest, logs, and etc. Anything you need, no matter where you get teleported. So say I got teleported to this desert, hey, still got some wood, not a problem. In the middle of the ocean, still got wood, not a problem. So no matter where you are, it'll work. But anyways, guys, there's one more little feature I want to show you guys. If you guys could go to spawn for me, Westman and Flip.
Gotcha. There's
no name tags. Rating's going to be much harder in that aspect because you cannot just be like, oh, there's a guy. There's a guy. I'm going to dig down. But nope, you can't do that. You got to actually be able to notice. You got to it's going to be a lot more difficult. Raids are going to be much more rewarding. You're not going to go on 7 raids in one night. It's going to be like 1 raid a week, and it's going to be huge, and it's going to be amazing. Because that way it'll allow people to build up much more. It'll just be much more difficult fights. It'll be a lot more fun in my opinion. We'll definitely have to see how it goes and monitor that and judge and make changes as we go. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe for more. It'll be linked in the pack will be linked in the description, as well as the website and the TeamSpeak that we're currently on. But did I miss anything, guys?
No,
No,
I don't think
pretty much
so.
everything.
don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few things like jail offenses that I mean, I'll cover in later videos. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time.